Mike, you heard the president-elect's plan for building back and bringing us a recovery. Your top-line thoughts on what he just said, if you would.
Vintage Joe Biden. It's kind of meat and potatoes Democratic policy and empathy. You know, he feels the pain, and that's always been his political trademark. I think he's trying to set the agenda for his term fast, and I thought it was an effective move to do that. He's going to get some headwinds on Capitol Hill because the Republicans are going to rediscover their fiscal conservatives. They kind of put that in escrow during the Trump years and have some concerns about the spending. But Biden's making a big move here, which I think is smart. Now, we know about COVID-19 politics. The rhetoric gets you a little. It's action and results that'll move the numbers. So he's, you know, and he said this is not going to be easy. If he can perform the big lift and get the country quickly vaccinated, he will have a big economic comeback, and that'll work very well for him. But, you know, it's not easy.
Well, on this pushback, on the pushback that you mentioned, Republicans have largely been for infrastructure improvement. President Trump had many infrastructure weeks, though anything really ever came of them. Maybe there won't be too much pushback there. But specifically, if you could, where do you believe the president will see these headwinds? In what lanes?
Pretty much the price tag. There's a bit of an argument between the size of the checks versus extending unemployment benefits. A lot of people on the right argue the money ought to go to unemployed people, not employed people. So maybe a $600 check is more appropriate than $1,500 or $2,000. But there's divided opinion. You got, I think, Marco, others have been out saying the larger checks. I think it's the global price tag of $1.9 trillion at a time where we have record deficits. On the other hand, Steve was right, your economic expert, that almost every expert, right and left, says in one of these situations, faster money is better than later money because you get in a hole that costs more to dig out of. So, you know, I think he doesn't need that many Republicans. You know, he's got the appropriators in the House with her majority, Speaker Pelosi, and he's got a narrow majority. I think one of his political problems will be some people on his left in the Senate, you know, in that 51 vote universe they're going to be in, saying not enough. You know, and then he's going to have Republicans saying not so much. But I think he can probably find his 51, 52, 53 votes to get, you know, 2/3 to 3/4 of what he wants. The tax fight later will be the bigger fight to pay for it.
I'm out of time, but real quickly, the people who are still so upset that the president is leaving office, will they be able to say, at least I like the tone, or is that too much?
No, I think so. I think Biden is the anti-Trump in that way. And I know there's a lot of polling going on. Just quickly, you know, I saw that Axios poll, and polls are always the rearview mirror. You got to give stuff time to cook.
Yeah.
But that poll also says that 6 out of 10 Republicans are done with Trump and ready to move on. That is a big number. And I think the president is starting to melt here. And, you know, it's just going to take time to do.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.